welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Her. And I am just drinking on a little bit of water here because hydration is important. But the most important thing that I have is my cup mug. And you can get your cup mug at lanagscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I'm wearing a shirt that I bought at DragCon LA last year. Of course, it is the Pandora Nox shirt. Yes.
Oh,
I
wow.
love
That's so cute. Why did
I
you choose that shirt? I don't know.
Thanks. I don't know. But I'm just drinking some water right now.
But y'all know, I know why David chose that shirt. And because our wonderful and beautiful and talented and amazing guests are here. It's Pandora and Liam is here.
Yeah.
I'm so
Welcome.
excited.
My favorite drag couple, and I mean that.
Here,
Aw.
I will say, agreed, period.
Thank you.
And hello.
Hello, how are you all?
We're
Great.
good.
Yeah, we're great.
Yes,
Excited
what about
to
you?
be here.
It's such an honor. We got a chance, Pandora. We got a chance to watch you on Drag Race in Germany, and Leon. We just watch you on all the stuff that we could Instagram, like
Instagram?
completely follow you on Instagram and be stalking it. It was like Pandora. You won for me in Germany. I drafted you because I got to draft first, and I drafted you. So I was like, look at me winning. Look at me winning. You will make me win. And I was like, that's great. So, and it's such an honor to have you both here. We truly appreciate you both being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. And you have great taste in drag as well.
Thank you. Thank you. It was literally a fight and a struggle because if I did not get first pick, I would not have gotten you. So I was like, because David was right behind me, like, that's who I want.
Look, it's okay because I did a different draft with my roommates and I got first pick in that. So I did get Pandora in a different draft.
See, well, then
I'm so glad.
Yes.
it all works out. But we are going to talk to both of these amazing people about everything because when are we going to get a chance to have them both here again? So we're going to ask everything that we could possibly ask in the little time that we have because we want to know everything. But before we get into this interview, you all know what to do. We are on a mission here at the Cup to get 1,000 new subscribers. So please hit the subscribe button and the follow and do all the things that say you support us. And we will appreciate all the support. And go support all of our other channels that we have. Oh, no. Not that. It happens all the time at the wrongest moments. Okay, but here we go. Support this channel and help me out so I can get a better phone holder so my phone doesn't fall anymore. That would be great. Y'all do the support so I don't have to worry about this anymore. But no, support this channel, support all of us to help get our 1,000 new subscribers. All the channels. Go join our Patreon. Follow us on our audio podcast links. All the links will be in the description below. Now let's get into it because I don't want to keep talking about stupid stuff. I want to talk to you guys. We want to know the first things first. How did you guys meet and become a couple? That's the most important thing to us here. How did you all come together and
On
have?
the internet right now.
Okay, it's actually a really funny story. Do you want like the tea and like
The drama.
the drama?
Yeah, we
Yes,
take it all.
please.
We love all of that.
We can already tell.
Or the innocent version there too, depending on who we choose.
Innocent.
We'll
we
take
don't
the
do
juicy
innocent.
one.
We take the juicy.
Okay, so
Speaking of juicy.
speaking of juicy, we both got booked for a podcast. Like I think it was end of 2021 or 2022.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably
And
21. Something like that, yeah.
Yes. And I was like, it was like a podcast about like women doing drag, and I was already there. And then you came in, and I like fell for her immediately. But
Oh,
time I was still in a relationship. And even though this bitch didn't deserve my loyalty, I was like, no, I'm not going to do anything right now because I'm a very loyal Taurus, even though I hate the bitch. But still, that was the reason why I was very mean in the beginning, so that she didn't know that I liked her. So what were your thoughts?
Okay, my perspective. Hold on, right? Okay, I walk in there. I'm super excited because I was still in the beginnings of my drag, and I was super honored to be on a podcast, you know. And I walked in, and I was friendly and with everybody, you know, just to have a good time. And then this bitch was like, I don't know, sending me very, very dark signals.
Oh my goodness.
She wasn't supposed to realize that I was into her.
And she completely achieved that. Like, it was so sometimes I'm still trying to figure out the logic of I'm a woman myself, but of women. Like, what the fuck?
It's to me, I was still in a relationship, and so you should not be like able to tell that I liked you, because if you did, we would have made out immediately.
To be fair, I realized nothing. I don't realize anything. So if you would flirt with me, I'm a very flirtatious, flirty person because I'm a Gemini.
Me too.
Yes.
Hey there. It's a very misunderstood sign, but we want to.
It is.
We're not two-faced. I have to play
No.
this right here. Already here comes the detour of a Gemini. No, but so I'm a very, very flirty person, but I don't really necessarily get when somebody's into me. So I wouldn't have gotten your signals anywhere. But to be fair, you did not know that. So it was probably played safe.
But yes, right. But on the other hand side, I'm like very directly when it comes to flirting. So when I like someone, I'm just like, I like you, and I get like, I'm like very, that's the only straight thing about me. I'm very straight about that. So yes, basically you thought that I hated you and that I didn't like you.
Like, I was totally, it was not my place to be at the podcast. She didn't want me there. And I was like, okay, let's just, you know, try to get some good like stuff out of us, right? And talks. And then I basically left.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you thought I hated you.
And that's it. Sorry, that's just a pre-story.
That's a pre-story.
So how did we get to this?
I know.
Yes, then I broke up with this fucking ex-girlfriend, and I was single. So I think like a few weeks later, we saw each other again, and I was like, no, I'm gonna shoot my shot. And it was basically and so we saw each other because we both got booked at this event, and you performed and I performed, and we saw each other at the rehearsals.
And I was like, I need to interrupt you. I was like, I was rehearsing and I was like, oh,
not her.
Oh.
Not this one again.
No, I'm not looking at my rehearsal. Like, like, bad energy. I need to, you know.
But then I was like being friendly and saying hi, and you were like, actually, you still didn't know what happened. Why I'm friendly now?
I'm just, you know, like, listen, I'm just a boy, a little boy. I had no idea what was happening to me. Like, nice, not nice, nice. Make up your mind.
Well, I made it because I was single. So
right.
And then there was this person who worked there, and she was like, Liam, there are like too many people from you in the backstage. Pandora, here are your 4 free backstage tickets. And I was there alone, and I was like, do you want the 4 backstage tickets? And you were like, yes, thank you. And as a thanks, I will take care of the drinks for you tonight. And I said, well, you can take care of the drinks first, and then you can take care of something else.
Oh.
And that's something you did understand.
I did understand.
Yes.
I mean,
that was clear. And first of all, I was confused that you were in a relationship because I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was just doing whatever she wanted and not in a, that you weren't in a committed relationship. And then the nice part threw me off. And then I was like, oh damn. I mean, I would be interested. I just haven't given too much thought because I thought it was would have been for nothing. And yeah, then
we had a great night.
We had a great night, and
right.
of 1.5 of the 4 drinks
You did.
promised. And basically, to sum this up, we saw each other a week later, and then never actually spent time apart, except for your really great time at Drag Race, which happened right after.
And this was actually, I think this was something that, because we had this connection, laughing out loud, the connection from the first night. But like, because then I was away for like nearly 2 months, and this at the very beginning of the relationship. And so I think it was tough, but on the other hand side, when you can handle this at this stage of a relationship, it says a lot. And basically, to be honest, if you wouldn't have been there, because this was so cute, she brought me to the airport and she prepared a book for me where I was allowed to read 1 page per day when I was at Drag Race, because obviously we're not allowed to have like phones or contacts or anything. So, and there were like pictures of you and of us and some memories, pictures of the dogs, whatever. And to be honest, if I wouldn't have you and the book, I would have gone definitely insane. So.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet. Like, it's sweet and crazy at the same time. Like wild, but I love that. That was so. I mean, yeah, I feel you, because somebody would definitely have to be just as direct with me to be like, look, I like you, for me to understand that you like me. Because other than that, I'm like, I have no clue. I have no clue.
I need to drop this real quick. Yes, sorry, I know we talk so much. Promise this is the longest story we've prepared. But can I tell the bathroom story with you?
Which bathroom story?
Can I quote this?
Oh yeah, sure.
So long before you entered the picture, long before, just as an example, a girl once followed me into the bathroom, and I just thought she wanted to pee together as girls do that, like in high school.
Yes, go to the bathroom.
I ended up washing my hands, and we left together, and she never spoke to me again the entire night. Sorry. It's really bad, I promise you.
Oh, I feel so seen right now when you say that, because I would have done the same. Like, girl, what, hey, girl, and we just left, like, no clue, not a. Oh, that is why I'm single right now, because I have no clue when anybody is talking to me and wants to talk to me. I'm like, all right, but.
No, opposite. Like, I read energies like this, so I know exactly where I can shoot my shot. And
Me too.
like, yes,
except for flirting. Like, I flirt and I know what I want if I go for something. And also read energies, but this specific topic, if somebody is into me, I have find 100,000 reasons why this is.
Why they're not right.
Yeah,
I feel that.
I'm glad you did.
Yes.
I love it.
I can already tell this is going to be a podcast where my cheeks are going to be hurting by the end from smiling.
I'm laughing. I'm gagged. I love it. I love it.
But speaking of your time on Drag Race Germany, I don't know if people out there watching this right now know, but Pandora Nox is a winner of Drag Race Germany.
Winner.
So how has life changed for both of you, honestly, since Pandora won Drag Race Germany?
We got some money
I
now.
was about to say,
Period.
Booking fees.
No, sorry.
No, I was about to say the same. I love money. No, but besides of that, actually everything changed. Like, of course, you finally get more visibility. But on the other hand side, of course, like, me winning is like super controversial. So on one hand side, I get like all of these platforms and all of this visibility. Same goes for you, because everybody was watching you as well. This was actually something that was really tough, because we got in this relationship and suddenly it was like all eyes on us. Whatever we were doing, everybody was watching, everybody was commenting, everybody knew everything or like thought they knew everything.
We had like half a year, I think, between meeting and then the first episode.
Yes.
So half a year is not really something to
and half
get
a year minus the
used
2
to.
months where I was gone.
Yeah.
So yes.
So
And of course it was lots of hate as well, because people are like, it's not drag what you're doing, you stole a real contestant's place, no. So yes, but hi Lupi, this is Lupo, by the way.
Oh, hi.
3 dogs.
Love that.
So yeah, and of course we got the chance to travel more together, to perform more together. And I think this is also one of the best parts about having the same passion, sharing the same passion, and also like discovering new communities together. So
yeah, and also like just being women. I think, I know this is like, we shouldn't always stress that too much because it should be about drag and the
Right.
just quality of drag. But this aside, like let's say everybody is talented who's on the show, right? As like a basic requirement. It is fantastic that you as a woman or as the first woman won a competition like that. I think that's something many people, especially haters who really hate that, don't really grasp what that means and how huge that is.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes you also don't fully grasp
not at all.
what happened there, but it is history, definitely. Yeah,
Yes,
and
I
super
think so
important,
too.
and I think it paved the way for many female artists to also believe in themselves and just pursue drag
Yes.
and or actually whatever they like. It's not just about drag. It can inspire beyond the specific art form.
Yes, and also you said something very important. You said that we should not like point it out that much that it was like me or us being women doing drag. The thing is, it's not us who are like pointing it out, it's the others,
Right.
Everybody is making everything about me being a cis woman on Drag Race. And everybody, like everything that I did was like everyone took like a closer look than on everybody else. Like, for example, people comment when I'm not wearing heels on performances, but forget the fact that I am doing like a fully acrobatic show where it's, for example, dangerous to wear heels. I can get hurt. Also, there are health reasons. But whenever there are other queens who are not wearing heels, nobody comments. Same goes with padding. Whenever I am padded, then people be like, oh, you're not showing your real body. If I'm not padded, it's not drag because you have to be padded, So whenever I'm doing, people are commenting on it. And this is definitely something because I am a cis woman, because everybody else doesn't get the comments when they're like the small, tiny twinks who are like not wearing corsets, padding, whatever. It's their look. I love it. But do they get any comments? No. And this is something that,
Yeah, I think it's underlying misogyny that's in the drag fan community, honestly.
It definitely is, because like I never understood why it was such an issue for women to do drag, because it's like, why not? It's drag, and it's art is what would and everybody who is an artist can express themselves any way they can. I feel like, I don't know, I never understood it. I never got it.
Also, I love the fact that drag queens are basically inspired by women. So telling women that they are not allowed to dress up as women is so ridiculous. So only men are allowed to dress up as women, but women don't dress up like a woman. Hello? Hello? What are we talking about here? Like, it makes zero sense. Like for drag kings, for the visibility, for example, this is also.
But that's a hard thing to really answer. Like, why is that happening? Why are our drag kings so much under the radar? And it's still so hard. There are so many possible answers, but I think it has to do with what you mentioned, misogyny or different things that come together. But the fact is that we are not where we should be, and that it's still not as visible. And I also don't get that. I think it's the only art form that I can think of right now, at least, that really is about gender, but that really limits like which art form, name one art form that really limits itself to a gender. Both people, like both genders or all genders, not both, all can paint, for example, or build sculptures, right? And then you have drag, and then all of a sudden that's not like, that's just for one specific gender of biological sex to do. It doesn't make any sense.
It's also so ridiculous because drag is also about breaking gender stereotypes. So why are we putting gender stereotypes on this fucking art form?
Yes.
It doesn't make sense at all. It's so
It's I feel like it's a bit of a community thing, and I probably get hate for this, but
no, it's true.
Not from you.
I was saying, come forward on this page. We will have some things to say. I will have words if you come forward on this page. Don't do it. Don't do it, y'all.
No, but I feel like it's no secret that within the community there's the most hate. Mostly, not all the time, but many times. Sorry. Many times, and probably because there have been so much trauma and also traumatized people, where there's just a lot of stuff going on that people not from the community probably don't go through. So of course there is more trauma or more things that happen to them or to us, and then therefore more pain and hurt, and then you probably and put this on other people as well. But I will never understand why a community has to hate that much, or is sometimes not really open, right? And that same thing goes for drag, right? Hurt people, known quote, but I think it's really true. But it's sad because exactly those people should stick together, because there's so much explanation we have to do anyway to the entire world. So yeah.
Absolutely. Since we're on this topic, and it feels right to go there, because I want to know what the drag king scene is like in Austria and Germany, and is it like, do you have to fight harder? Because I know we've talked to some of the kings here, and they said that it's a little harder for them to get seen and get the same type of bookings as queens. So is it the same over in Austria and Germany? Is it harder for the drag king scenes than it is for the drag queen scenes?
100%. 100%. Like, I'm the only drag king in my region that there is any, like the whole region. I mean, Austria is a small country, but still. And for whole Austria, I would say there's one more, Eric Bicklet, who really does it on a maybe not daily basis, but very often. And then there are a bunch of others. So maybe we have a community of a couple of dozen drag kings, but most of them are just getting started, really newbies. So it's not established. So I would say established drag kings, maybe a handful maximum in Austria.
And I would also add that kings are getting booked, but mostly as an add-on and for diversity. So of course you have like 5 queens, and then you have to book 1 king. So it's like good that there are not as many kings, because these few kings are getting bookings, but it's not like, hey, let's do like a show with 10 drag kings. It's more of like,
and then book maybe an add-on, like a drag queen, right? The other way around, everybody would be like, huh? That sounds weird. Like, why? And also, I feel like the shows that do try that, or the events, less people go to see the events or the performers. So I feel like the interest, that's it. It's not taken as seriously as queens. So I feel like sometimes drag kings are a little bit like laughed at, not show. People don't usually like show it and actually laugh at you, but you just feel it in the way,
different vibe and energy.
The audience is reacting. And I think it's super sad, but it also shows it's not open-minded to this idea, which is just as old as drag queens.
That makes sense. But that kind of reminds me of a conversation that I had with both of you at DragCon last year, when we talked about the drag king looks that Pandora presented on the show. And I know that you all had a goal in presenting those looks. So I was wondering if you could talk about that a little bit.
Of course. No, it's definitely was one big point, the visibility, because drag kings just don't get as much visibility, obviously, as drag queens. As we can see on Drag Race so far, there was no drag king. So for me, it was definitely important as well to represent them. And which was interesting, that because I did a few looks, I did not all of them, fun fact, but I did a few of them. Whenever I did male characters on Drag Race, people started complaining that I'm doing too much male characters, which was also very interesting for me.
I remember a judge
I
saying
remember
that.
that saying that. Yep. I was
Yeah.
like, hello.
It's been like 3 most.
So super interesting, because why does it need to be like, I don't know, 99% female representing looks? You know what I mean? Nobody says that. So there is not a rule on how much masculinity and femininity you have to put in your Drag Race look. So it was very interesting that this was something that people were criticizing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
makes
as
sense.
you can see, but this is like a perfect example on that they don't take it either not that serious, or I don't know.
Yeah, or it's just I have the feeling it's just not wanted, right? That a lot of work still has to be done. And the question that always came up is, do drag kings need their own show, as it just happened, which is
Yes.
amazing, or can you somehow intertwine it and connect, or have both queens and kings in one show, right? But I feel like everything you really want, you can make work. So yeah,
I think both is definitely possible, but
Yes.
when you have your own show, why not have your own show?
Yeah.
You know? It's
Right
like-
on.
why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's me personally, I'm like, I love having a drag queen show and a drag king show, because I don't, if you intertwine the two, if the judges are not fully like into the kings, they'll
Yeah.
always preference the queens. Or if the judges are fully into the kings, they wouldn't preference the, back and forth. So I love letting them have their own show, letting them both shine, and it be just amazing for the both of them.
The vibe, we talked about this.
Yes, we talked about the vibe. It's so funny.
It's totally different. Like, you want to say the word that you said yesterday?
Oh, I said it's like, because when you compare, like, for example, Drag Race, where you have mostly queens, and then compare it to like King of Drag, while Drag Race, you're having more of like this competition thing. And in King of Drag, you have like kind of this pack mentality,
Yes.
They're like this bromance, and they're like, more sticking together, helping each other, becoming friends, and like,
can you imagine Drag Race, like RuPaul's Drag Race? All the queens would be like, "Yay, go queens!"
Right. We love that. Let me help you with everything. We all
Yeah.
we would be so bored. We sit there like, what show is this?
Yeah. Also, imagine having the interviews. Like, I'm a queen now, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I did that well. I'm like, like the self-reflect, not that they're not self-reflective, but the self-reflection to a point where you're really minimizing what you do and your art. It's I would say a female problem, a women's problem, or let's say
King's
socialized
less problem.
female socialized problem of like, I did it wrong. I have like, always like putting yourself down in a way, and that doesn't happen in a queen's show, right? Which is cool. You should, you can be proud of yourself, but you see the little energy differences in both
Definitely.
shows. Yeah.
That's funny, because the thing that I've been saying since before the show started that I was most interested in seeing is, what's the cultural difference, like drag queen culture versus drag king culture. So that's something I hadn't even realized that I was watching and picking up on. So I'm glad you pointed that out. It makes total sense.
It's also so funny because you're teaching once a year a drag king workshop at Vienna Pride. And my best friend, who is happened to be like a very talented drag queen, Felicia Conditioner, shout out, also my dance partner. She's doing a drag queen workshop, and whenever the workshops are finished, all of the contestants are doing like a catwalk, and it's so interesting that you can also see already the different mentality when they're presenting. For example, for the queens, all of them want to have like their own catwalk, and like everybody is having like their own space. And the kings already came like as a group in a pack and like posing together, and it's super
like
interesting.
Arm in arm, and probably just like as they called it, the man cave. It's like the man cave mentality brought to life on stage, and I feel like they also enjoy it. Like
yes, they enjoy it.
they live for the moment where they are a pack.
Yes.
Yeah. While the others, I feel like live for the queens live for the moment where they have the spotlight for themselves for once, which is so funny.
Yes.
It's interesting. You know what? That is so funny because that dynamic also shows like what it's like in the world when a group of guys get together, they come together and they're just like bro. I mean, that bro mentality. We got our man cave. We go in packs. We move together. Whereas when queens, women, we get together and it's like, no, it's about me. Period. It's about me. Let it be about me. I don't want nobody else in my spotlight for a second. And it's not. I mean, sometimes it can be a bad thing, but it's like sometimes it's like I have to boost that confidence in myself because nobody else will boost it for me. So I have to have that boost of confidence for myself as a woman to be like, yes, I am a queen. I tell myself this in the mirror. I'm a queen. I'm good. I look good today and I'm fine. And you can go out in the world and be that woman that you are. Whereas men, they just go out there and do it. They just men. They just like, we go out. Now, that's not to say men don't have insecurities. Please don't think that's something I was saying. I'm just saying it's just a difference. And I kind of interesting to see that dynamic play out in the drag queen and drag king communities.
Yeah. And it makes total sense. It's just how society works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
socialization.
Or socializing. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I want to know, and both of you can answer, what was your favorite look, Pandora, from your experience on Drag Race? Mine too. I love that one. Which is
so good.
I was like, why do I like this look so much? But I loved it.
Because vaginas are great. You're a great inspiration for them.
Exactly how mine looks with all the glitter and
all of that.
Exactly like that.
I love that. That's what it looks like. We got a visual. We love that.
And we've also, since we've seen Pandora do some drag king looks, Liam, have you ever done a drag queen look?
I love that question. I've actually never gotten this question before.
True.
Yes, it's so. Hold on. Okay, the first date or the second date we had, I was like, we were in a hotel because that's kind of our thing. We just go to hotels all the time in Vienna as well, because you had some job there and some collab with the hotel. And we were in the room and you had your wigs with you and everything. I was like, please, I want to wear this like short, what was it, like a dress?
I had like this latex mini dress.
Latex.
Yes. And like very short, and I think it was like red or something.
Yeah, it barely went below covers the butt. And I'm a mask lesbian / pansexual human being. I don't want to show my butt. I do not.
I do.
So it was a very interesting experience for me. So I did, but I never performed. Actually, I did perform.
Yes, you did it once.
As kind of out of drag. But anyway, and you put the wig on, and we may or may not have a photo, and we did the high heels, really high heels. And it was a weird experience, and I said I would love to do like Christina Aguilera or some Britney Spears stuff. And I actually once did a Britney Spears kind of impersonation, but I was more myself and kind of undressed Liam into the female character. So what I sometimes do is the male and the female version and put this in one song and have a duet with myself or something like that. But I have not fully done like a for real drag queen performance.
Not yet.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
Challenge accepted.
Well, the second you do, just send it to me. You don't have to look. You can do it at your house. You can do it just. You don't even have to do it for the public. Just do it for me.
Send it to us.
Send me the video. I would love that. I would just love to see it.
I will do it for you. I promise.
Period. I cannot wait. We won't share it with anybody. It'll just between us.
It will only be showcase on the podcast.
Right. We'll only show it unless you say we can put it on the podcast. If not, it'll just be my personal account, and I'll watch it probably every day because I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to love it. But Liam, you also were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire recently.
Yeah. Did this information go out to the States already?
It's on your Instagram. We see it.
We see it. We find it all out. So tell us about that experience.
Well, it was
What you
fucking
can
great.
tell. What you can tell us.
Yeah, of course. I think I can actually talk about a lot of things because it's not that there's not so many secrets about the show actually. It's very, very cool. I'm sorry, the dog is just Give us just 1 second. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's fine. Look, we'll edit all this out.
They're like doing this against the glass.
Yeah, they want to go in the garden. So
yeah, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was fucking amazing. It was insane to even be chosen because the process of being cast goes on forever. And then finally, the hardest part is actually really getting in the middle, like on the middle seat, because you need to be so fast. And fun fact, we did like a preparation round. So we practiced one time before the show just to see how the system works in the computer. And it was intense, and I was last, like the slowest person of all. And I was like, we went backstage and waiting for the show because ours was filmed very late at night. And I was already so nervous, like one of the most nervous days of my entire life. I'm not kidding you. Because the difference between actually doing a show and being on, like with dancing and choreography, if you do something wrong, the crowd usually doesn't really know about it. You can play with it. You can, if you're great with people and energy, you can just you just make your way through this. But on this seat, like your intelligence is being tested, right? And nobody wants to be stupid in front of the camera and then except for some really
well, some on Drag Race do.
Or some dating shows that are, where nothing really counts except for fooling around. But usually nobody in real life, right, wants to be seen as stupid or perceived as stupid. So that's actually something that really scares you. And we were all really, really nervous. And then I went to the bathroom and it was, you did not fly out to Germany because that's where it was filmed to go home. I know the chances are high and some people have to, but you are not going home without being in the middle. And then once you're in the middle, it's up to you. You have time and you kind of figure the questions out. And then it happened so fast and I got in first. So I was the fastest in the actual show, which only matters. Period. And yeah, it was fantastic. I love the showmaster. He was great. It was the first time for him talking about drag. And I really pointed that out. And I was so happy that our actually television or the TV station in Austria, who is quite conservative, led me on the show and actually talk about this and what it's like. So I had the chance to position drag and also call you and then, have a real, the whole package of a drag couple in this show. So it was really, really nice. Plus with this, every one of my family, friends, and everybody who knows me probably saw it. The feedback was insane. I had no idea it had such an impact. And now nobody has any more questions because I answered, how do I identify? Who do I love? I'm engaged. What I do for a living. And there were no more questions. The basic questions are all answered now. So that's what I love most about it.
And the money.
Wait, did you win? I was like, did you win?
Yeah, I did win. I came up to the 10th question, which is 15,000 euros in Austria. I know it's not that much as in the States, I think. Just the levels are different. But yeah, it was. I would have still needed 5 questions, but unfortunately,
but 10 questions are already very hard to achieve. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I love
that. Look, you got more money. I love that for you. Congratulations.
And you're spreading more visibility with that. So And it's not the only time, because also you made history in being the first drag king to be part of the Work the World tour. So I'm wondering how that went. And I promise we are going to get into King of Drag after this. This is our last non-King of Drag question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I mean, I have to also thank you for this, because I feel like you were a huge part of making that happen, paving the way, and also just yeah, actually just having all the exposure, right, to the whole RuPaul Drag Race universe. And I'm beyond thankful for any opportunity we all get to perform, but especially for this one, because it did mean first drag king at this show, the live show. And performing with you is one of my favorite things to do.
Mine too.
Yeah. All kidding aside, it's really beautiful because you get to rehearse. We have some parts together, and it feels like also with your show group or dance company.
Yes, I have a dance company, by the way.
Yeah,
Cool.
background dancers that you so nicely lend to all. It feels like a family, and then you're so prepared for a live show like this, and then you all go on stage, and it's just magic. Like I feel like we felt more comfortable in front of this like 10,000 people that were there at the first time than sometimes in a small cafe, because we're so connected, and the power, it's such a powerful
And this is
moment.
how community should actually feels.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. And there's, like we see, there's a space for everybody, and I feel like also the crowd really loved the performance. The feedback was really good. I didn't have the feeling that it was like, okay, now the drag king part is coming up. I feel like they really appreciated seeing something else.
Also because you're a very good performer.
Thank you.
Period.
Yes.
But yeah, so I can only say grateful and an honor also to somehow make history as well.
Yes.
With this, yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. So now we're going to talk about some drag kings. We're going to talk about the show. We actually will talk about it. What were your thoughts on the host and the judges on King of Drag? And who were you familiar with any of the contestants or anything else? Who were you familiar with?
So we know Tenderoni.
Yes.
We met him last year at DragCon because he actually knows you from social media. This was a super cute moment.
It was really cute. We were in front of the hotel in LA, and I think coming back from DragCon preparations or something. And he walks up, all cool. And he was like, "Are you Liam ChoClit?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" We're sitting in Austria, performing in Europe. You also in the States and Canada. But still, it's weird, right? I know it's the era of the internet and social media, but still, I was very.
Yes.
It
was a very cute
very
moment.
happy. And he's such a sweetheart.
Yes.
Like really, really great person.
Yeah. Yes. Same with Sasha Velour, one of the kindest persons ever. Of course, I met her on set for Drag Race, but there we didn't get the chance to obviously talk a lot. But we had some very great backstage moments on Work the World, and we talked a lot, and like one of the kindest people ever. And
really,
really, and
so real and so sweet and respectful.
Yes, and I happened to meet Landon Sider, I think in 2018 or 17 when I was in LA before both of us got on, I got on Drag Race and he got on Dragula. And we met before, and we followed each other since then, and we kind of followed each other's path, and yes. And
just cute.
Yes, very cute, very cute. And as well as Alexander. I met him for a show in Vienna, I think it was 2018 or 19, I can't remember. Yeah, that's it, I think.
Yeah, and I think some of the other kings follow us on social media, and I think I followed back a couple of them. So it's aired. I have to really check out all of their profiles because they're doing such great work. But I feel like some of them we were just like, not in touch,
but like connected
somehow. Yeah.
And I think actually it's very well put together. I love the host. He's doing a great job. I love that they have like some judges who are there every single time, and that they also have some who are like just there for like one episode. And I think the mixture is very good. So yes, diversity. We love that.
Yeah.
We love that.
Exactly.
Also the way, sorry,
Go on.
the way they judge is very good. Like
Yes.
very respectful, and also really good feedback. So if something really maybe goes wrong or isn't what the participants could have shown and could have gotten out of them, they say it in a respectful way, but they still say, "Hey, listen, there's potential, and we want to see this." So it's a good mix. I feel
I
like.
think so too. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you have any standouts from the cast so far, since we've watched 3 episodes?
Oh, definitely. So, but obviously, I think we both love Molasses.
Yes.
Who doesn't?
Very talented. Also, very. I got very surprised because his look in the beginning is like very more like the direction that you are going. So like very passing and not like very colorful and much makeup. But I love the way on how he keeps his style, but also does these challenges so good, but on his own way. So that's what I really like.
Plus, let me add the energy. It's just,
Mhm.
oh my God, like such a beautiful human being, like outside and inside, and just really amazing to just like feel the vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like you could listen to him for hours in the interviews. And then he just like, wow. Just,
Yes, he delivers.
He delivers. Yeah. In
Absolutely.
unexpected ways. Like
in unexpected ways, yeah.
he knows what I love. He knows, like you said that too. If like comedy isn't your strength, you need to.
I wasn't gonna. We won't even talk about that. We won't even.
He is funny. I want to point that out.
I'm funny as fuck, but just I don't want to like
make a fool out
of myself the whole time for like 8 episodes.
Right. I think you're just like a naturally funny person. It's just like I don't think I feel that way about myself. When I'm just talking, I'm naturally funny. But if you tell me to do something to be funny, no, I don't.
If they put you on the spot, you're like,
right. Tell a joke. Be funny.
Yep.
Find something that I'm not as good as everything else. So
you don't want to give everybody more reasons to hate on you. Like,
exactly.
Are you that perfect? You have to know everything, do everything right.
The other person has to be funny when there is nothing else to offer. So
let's see.
I love that so much. Oh, I love it.
Molasses, like one last thing. He knows how to, if something is not his strength, I feel like he knows how to play with it and he makes it his own project and style. And because of this, like it's very smart. So we both said he looks like very smart. And he takes everything that he's probably not, it's not his expertise. He takes and makes something great out of it. And because it's so different, but so well executed, it passes as, for example, a comedy piece.
He takes a character because he does not define as like someone who is funny. He takes someone who is also not funny. And this is like the perfect choice.
It's amazing, but you have to be super smart to be able to pull that off, right? So that's very well done. If you take something and really challenge yourself and you say, no, I can't do it. I'm out of it. Like, no, let's make it mine. And then let's fucking convince the judge.
Exactly.
The judges.
Period.
Who else? Which humor I like a lot is Dick Van Dyke, but I'm still waiting for, because I think he's super funny out of drag, and I'm waiting for more when he's in drag. Like that, I'm waiting for this personality more whenever he's in drag. So, but I see lots of potential, so I'm excited on where this is going.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, did you all have any standouts in the boy band challenge?
Ooh.
Probably molasses again, but
Probably
anybody else?
molasses because molasses kind of killed.
To be honest, I think Henlo did great. I did not understand why he was in the bottom. I think he was in the bottom.
Yeah,
right?
bottom
three.
Yeah, bottom three.
Or
Yeah.
bottom two, actually.
Bottom two, actually, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Bottom two. Because I love that he put, compared to the others, some melody in the rhymes.
Yes.
So I liked it, and I thought actually that he's gonna be top. So that's what surprised me, because I liked it, because it was something different. And so, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like they all actually did a really great job. I love the boy band challenge. But also, who did we talk about? Who went second in the second group, in the molasses group?
This was Henlo.
This was Henlo.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, then we said that
Yes,
the first
yes.
two were actually
Yes,
really...
exactly.
Molasses and Hello, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but they all, I feel like nobody really fucked this one up.
No,
this challenge.
I don't think
That's what we said too.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Right?
said that too. We were like, I don't think anybody did bad. It was just,
It wasn't
It-
embarrassing.
yeah. No secondhand embarrassment watching it. Like, ooh, that was just bad. No, everybody did good, and I enjoyed the whole performance. Actually,
Yes.
The whole bottom three, I was like, oh, they wouldn't have been in the bottom two for me. So, it was hard to judge. But the next episode, we got their version of the Snatch Game. We got the Dong Show. So I'm curious for both of you, if you all were competing in the Dong Show, what would your celebrity be and what would your talent be? Not Arnold.
You sure? Not that one? Okay,
Not that one.
right.
So, do you have someone in mind, or
Let me think. Didn't I say something?
You
What
said
did I say
something.
to you? Because we actually had this talk while we were watching. What did I say that I wanted to do?
it wasn't this one, or was it what you're afraid of? I think that was so funny, but we keep that for...
Oh yeah, no, but
Oh, yeah. We'll ask about that too. The figures.
we talked about this as well. You said that it was a great idea, but what was it?
Oh boy. Remember.
Because we had this talk, we were thinking about, but what did I say?
It was Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Sorry?
Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Not Patrick Schwarzenegger.
So then, could I go?
Of course,
If you
please.
still, I don't remember, but maybe it comes to you.
Maybe, yes.
So the most obvious thing would be somebody like that's really close to my persona, but I think strategically I wouldn't go for it. So somebody like people like, obviously, maybe not obviously for everybody, but obviously for myself, and it would be Harry Styles or someone like that, because I just love what he does. Or people called me a Shawn Mendes, or especially when I was starting out and still was like singing ballads and not really or emotional songs, and not doing Magic Mike. Mike stuff. But I feel like now it should be a little bit more surprising, or a Justin Bieber look would work immediately, right?
Yeah.
But then maybe it wouldn't be. It would, huh?
No, because they had the Justin Bieber with Alexander.
Yep, Alexander.
But I don't know if that would be entertaining enough. So I would probably go for a woman. Really long hair, pretty. Or really like for someone like Melania Trump or something like that. I know that Trump has been done so many times, right? Also, people try to take politicians, so maybe it's a little overused, but someone like that. So what people would not expect of me to do.
Okay.
I think that would go because I'm actually coming from like when I started doing drag, I did like the Halloween challenge each year. So I did like a lot of cosplays and like SFX makeup back then. So I think I would go like with non non-existent character. Like for example, is he called Mr. Clean, the one with the?
Oh, yes,
Oh.
yes.
I would do something like this probably.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah. And what would you do for talents in the Dong Show?
Comedy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I would actually, I would play the piano,
Yes, you're a very talented piano player.
but then it would have to be
Lesbian, right?
technique.
Yes.
Yeah. It would have to be really a character where you also like. I started to reference him again, but like Molasses did, right? Where you don't expect push-ups from a guy like this. It was funny because it was this twist, and it would have to be some character where you're like, never on earth or in hell will this character ever be playing a slow emotional piano song or something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
You?
I think
Comedy,
definitely comedy. No, I would try to like definitely include all of the skills that I have with like acrobatics and dancing, but maybe like actually in a comedic way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see it.
What would you guys do?
Oh gosh. Oh, that's tough. See, my talent is I draw, but I couldn't do that like quickly on the show. So, but man, I've always thought that Vincent Price would be a really fun character to do on Snatch Game because he's so like flamboyant and I love old school horror. So I think it would be fun to be Vincent Price. And I don't know what my talent would be. Something where it's like purposefully bad.
Got it.
Yes. Maybe like juggling eggs and just they're all landing on me.
I don't know. Like I would do something of somebody who's just like very quiet and demure, who in normal life you would see somebody who's just like quiet, and then all of a sudden he or she just bust out into like something crazy, like somebody who you would not think would be like, "Oh, girl, yes, girl, this is that." Like, wait, who is it? Like, oh no, I'm sorry, the cameras are rolling. Like, somebody who's very like quiet in front of the cameras, and then they'd be like, just bust out. But I don't know what my talent. I'll probably sing something, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm not doing anything like that, because coming up with characters not my zhuzh.
it's a hard thing to do.
It is.
Tough challenge, but when you pull it off, it can be super entertaining.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The horror look. Let's talk about the horror look, because I want to go into that, because I feel like that's something that's probably something y'all do really well. I don't know why. I just feel like you could pull off a good horror look. What would your horror look be based on your fears and things like that?
So I said as a joke because it should be something that you fear that I'm gonna do a penis.
Yes.
Period.
Right? That would win.
Yeah.
That would win for sure.
It would be so funny.
Yes.
What are you most afraid of?
Yes.
Penises.
But it
Maybe-
couldn't be pretty like the vagina look. It would have to be like the ugly.
Yeah, obviously. Also, I'm like a very good SFX artist as well. So I did like back then lots of like SFX looks.
So
I
it would be just a giant dick.
I would just be. I would come out as myself, a giant dick. No, just kidding. So yeah, I would like maybe do some special effects, like having something, I don't know, liquid come out, whatever. I have to, I don't know. But yeah, this was my very initial first idea.
It was very funny. I really laughed
Mhm.
when you said that. And for me, you know what my problem would be with having to go through that kind of challenge? I think a lot and I overthink, and then I probably get stuck at if they want to know my biggest fear and should I be accurate, right? Like, do I have to be honest about it? Because I feel like some people just take something that's funny or a fear. But what I, for example, really liked was Percocet. Do I pronounce it correctly? he really took something extremely personal and
Yes.
probably really his biggest fear and what he went through, and was brave enough to put this on stage and show everybody, and then thank God won because it was so impactful and powerful. So what I would go in this direction, so be super serious about my fear and probably really think hard about my biggest fear. Or do you want to be strategic, right? So I would get lost for the first probably couple of minutes, just deciding what to do. Would you like want to leave an impact, or would you really want to try to be funny and also, of course, make the challenge work? But I feel like it would go with the authentic fear.
I was just about to say
Right.
that, yeah.
Because I feel like the judges also feel when you're being authentic and true. And it sounds probably super stupid, but the fear of people not being able to communicate, because that's a huge problem everywhere. It starts with communication, in families and relationships, with friends, at work, whatever. And the only question would be, how do I portray that, which I haven't thought out. But it would be a really complex and probably abstract topic, but I would want to bring that on stage. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, it really surprised me how everybody in that competition went with like sincere and heartfelt fears.
Yeah.
I expected it to be like more like, I'm afraid of snakes or bugs or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it was such an emotional episode. So I was wondering if you all had any other favorites. I know Perka was one. Did you have anybody else that stood out during that challenge?
I loved Big D. This was hilarious, and I think the critiques for him were too harsh, because talking about like the sneakers and the not perfect outfit with this character, I don't know, because the performance was there, the performance was on point. So I think the critique there was a little bit too harsh, in my opinion, because the concept was amazing, and also the execution, and like talking about sneakers while he had like special effects makeup and this crazy reveal is like, picking something out of like all of this. So but this was something that I really liked. I was really surprised by Dick Van Dyke, that he pulled out like this big of a look with the clock, and it was also a good theme, because this is something that affects all of us. We don't have time forever. So this was definitely like a good concept, and also very surprising from him, to be honest. And I felt very sorry for Henlo, because I liked the look a lot. And for the reveal, I felt sorry, because he might have won if everything worked out.
That was really impressive.
It was really impressive.
Personal. It couldn't get any more personal than this. So that was really, really tough. Yeah.
And like a good mixture of between what the actual thing was about. Like it should have been like horror and creepy, but also with your personal fears, so also something emotional. So like to combine both of these is like a tough thing to do. And I think he did it very well. So I felt very sorry that the reveal didn't work.
Yeah. I always love when they really take the instructions seriously. Like when they say combine this and that, and then they do it. That is exactly what the challenge is about, right? And sometimes also at your show, I felt like if that was being instructed and somebody else was just funnier, then this person won, which I don't always understand, because someone really, really took it seriously and really brought the best to the table, what was actually wanted of them. But he did it really well, all of it. And of course we don't have a favorite, we can't say that, but if you have a favorite, molasses.
I mean,
That was my favorite look of the night, so I get it.
I thought that was so great. I was like, oh my gosh.
And again, very surprising, but still sticking to his personal style. So
you have to be able to pull it off, that you're moving super slowly and being aesthetic with it. It's hard. So a great episode, but definitely the most emotional so far.
Yes.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was heavy. So after the first 3 episodes, who do I mean, I think I know this answer by now. I think we've said it. I think all of us are feeling it. But who do you think is will be the winner of King of Drag?
I mean, you never know on how the contestants like
Will
develop. Exactly, thank you. Will
Mhm.
develop over the next episodes, because if you
Yeah.
take, for example, Perka,
Mhm.
on how he developed over
Yeah.
only these 3 episodes, so you can see there's lots of potential, so you never know. But for the moment, like Molasses is very consistent, and like also delivers every single episode, is always on point, still sticks to his style but stands out. So at the moment, for me, definitely my favorite is Molasses.
Yeah, I agree. For me as well. But I also agree with what you said before. Sometimes it changes so quickly, and there's only one mistake, or you have a bad day, and then everything, like all the tables turn.
Exactly.
So everything can happen, and they all have so much potential. And I feel like also Perka, although he really is hard on himself all the time. I feel like there's so much there, and I also feel like the feedback he gets, he really tries to understand,
Yes.
and to like really take his chaos, which I love.
Mhm.
Creativity is chaos, but puts it in a form. It can be so creative, and I feel like he also could get very far.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And for example, as you just said, it's like one bad day and
Yeah.
you're gone. If we take a look at, for example, Alexander, he's one of the most talented performers. You know, he's able to do stuff that hardly any other like drag performer is able to do. But still, one mistake and that's it. And then also for the very last challenge, before someone like drops out, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
If it's not your challenge, then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's true.
somebody who's not on the radar at all at the moment, and just probably is safe or has been safe these past episodes, and sometimes immediately pull something off that's extremely great.
Brilliant. Right.
I'm waiting for that for Dick Van Dyke, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, I think Charles also is somebody like I'm
Yes,
waiting for the right moment for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's naturally funny. And that's what I like. He's not even trying to be funny. It's just his character. And that's what I really like. It's like not like trying or like pushing. It's just like naturally there. And that's what I love.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I think one element that also makes this kind of unpredictable as far as like who might get eliminated is the final thrust. So we're used to seeing shows where people lip sync to stay, lip sync for your life. But on this, it's the final thrust, which is going to be something different each week. So I'm curious what your all's thoughts on that format of elimination instead of a lip sync for your life.
So I think it's definitely for the audience interesting to watch, because you never know what expects you. But of course, for the contestants, there are like two sides. On one hand side, performing is what we're doing on a daily basis. So this is something that especially also on Drag Race gets lost a lot, especially on Drag Race Germany, because we did not have like the girl group challenge or like whatever. So definitely the performance is not that big part of these shows as it should be, because it's like the main part what we're doing on like in our daily life.
Right.
And so on one hand side, I would love to see the kings to perform more, also like, you know, see their abilities. For example, as we said, Alexander, a great performer who can do great acrobatics, and I would love to see more of that. So, but I'm a performer as well, so I always love see other people perform. So that's like also a personal preference. But on the other hand side, it makes it more interesting every week, because you never know what happens.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, you love it.
I love it. I love it so much.
I love it too.
Do you have a favorite one so far?
Sorry?
Do you have a favorite final thrust so far?
Ooh. I think the horror one, because I love emotional, authentic stuff. you always get me with that. So the third episode was my favorite. Yeah.
I think for me it was the stand-up
Okay.
because it was so unexpected and they had to improvise. They didn't have much time, and it was interesting to see on what they came up with.
Agreed.
Yes.
I hear you.
Oh,
So,
sorry. I'm so sorry. It was the final. It was my mistake. It was the final challenge. So the final, the knockout, right? The
Yes.
last round of the video. That was the video.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
I'm sorry. That was not my favorite.
Oh,
okay.
I thought it was, and it was my favorite. So
Yeah,
I really liked it.
it was a really great idea because I've never seen anything like that. That you take the camera and then you really perform. So it was amazing. But it was probably also the one or two, episode 1 or 2.
I did not like one that much. The breakdance.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Makes sense when there are not breakdancers. You know, it should be something that all of them should be able to do.
I guess they wanted to try to bring out the comedy to make it like super dorky. But yeah. Sorry, but I was thinking about the challenge before the big one.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But I love it, like when they're being creative and there's not only lip syncs, right? So maybe a little more.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
I'd love to see all of them perform, and I don't count like the rap thing because this was more about like their own lyrics and the group together and whatever.
Yeah.
But seeing them perform individually, I would love to see that.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
But mix it up, like keep it mixed.
Yeah, I agree. So, if there was an Austrian version of Drag King,
King of Drag.
King of Drag. Sorry, David. Who would be some of the kings you would want to see perform? Be on that show besides yourself, because I want to see you on there. Anyway,
I think you should be the host.
be the host. Absolutely.
I would love to. I love hosting.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Like Liam is a great host. You're hosting lots of Pride events in Vienna, for example, and stuff, and you keep the people entertained. So like very good host. And I want to see Eric.
Yeah.
I want to see Eric. Like Eric is one of my best friends.
Eric
Bigclit. And I know him for like 8 years or something. And the character development over the last years is amazing. The looks are amazing. And his humor is like on another level. Like whenever he's like either hosting or performing, people are laughing their asses off. So I definitely wanted to see Eric.
Super spontaneous.
Like, yes.
Improvise.
Yes, he's like very good at improvising, and he has this humor in the moment and the reaction to like when like
whatever is thrown at him. Yeah.
So definitely Eric.
But also some like you mentioned the drag king workshops or classes that we do every year. Some of the newbies, like real newbies, that would be super interesting because some of them that came out from the past 3 years, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, they actually have their own like or performed a couple of times. You had a newcomer stage as well, where there were a couple of new drag kings that were actually so good already. So I think names now will
Party in
help,
Silence. Party in Silence.
Party in Silence, for example, but he's not a newbie, but
he's not a newbie, but he just came to my mind. Like he's a professional dancer. And also has like a very specific kind of makeup that he's wearing. It's like always with like a different color or foundation, but very well executed and blended. So he would also be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, I think we have a good mix of people who are super good at makeup, dancing, and then super good at comedy. So there's a lot of variety, although there are so few kings.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually just looked up Eric Bigclit while you said that, and they look great, first of all, and I could see them on the same kind of drag planet as Alexander the Great, actually. There's a little bit of similarities between their styles.
Maybe
not?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I think Eric is more... he's more crazy when it comes to looks. Like he doesn't post, unfortunately, most of his looks, but he's like making, for example, all of his headpieces by himself, and he has always like themes on how he's like putting together his looks. So I would say he's more
A mix of a perka, style, like
Yes.
makeup wise,
I can see that too.
and probably Hemlo.
yes, actually yes.
Okay.
It's more, that's a good thing. Leia, jetzt ist Schluss, jetzt gibt's Platz. Komm her, so, Platz. Und Platz. Ja. Tja, und Platz.
Yeah, I think there were just some like cowboy looks that kind of remind me of like the cowboy stuff
Maybe.
that Alexander does. but-
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, I do want to ask a question while we have you here that's not related to you or King of Drag. But last year we did get to see your fellow Drag Race Germany contestant, Tessa, on
Yes.
Global All Stars. So I'm wondering what you thought of seeing Tessa on Global All Stars.
Very well deserved, because I think she did not got the attention that she deserved on Drag Race. So, and I already could tell back then when we were filming that there is so much potential. So for me, I was definitely super happy for her, and also the glow up, like in short period of time,
Right.
like the development is crazy, makeup wise, look wise, like everything. So I think this was definitely the best choice. And what is also super important, I think, for these formats is English and like speaking English. And since her English is very good, and yes, so I think this was actually the best choice.
Mhm.
Also, right after, right, not lose any time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Too much time. Yeah.
Mhm.
True. I'm still holding out hope on a all winners Global All Stars. I think that would be a lot of fun, and I'd
That
love
would
to
be
see you
so
back.
fun.
Yeah. It would.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Ugh. One last thing I want to, because we got to get you all out of the way. We've held you long enough, and we appreciate you all of your time. But
Love talking to you.
Since we won't shut up.
Yes.
but Pandora, you have a music video coming out on
That's
this on Friday, on the 18th. So yeah, so can you tell us about what to expect from the song and the video?
Yes. So it's coming out on July 18th. Save the date, pre-save everything on every platform. What is RuPaul always saying? Stream it on iTunes, or what is it?
Yes.
There's iTunes, Spotify, all of those things.
I feel like RuPaul. Anyways, so it's basically the new lesbian anthem. It's called Chez Moi, #Eat Pussy Not Meat.
Oh,
So it's so it's of course it's like funny, it's like entertaining, it's a very up tempo, but also with like this serious message behind that, with like animal rights and veganism, and of course a lesbianism. So
All great things.
and also the music video is so good. Like I don't want to tell you that much, but
Yes.
we recorded in London with one of my friends who is like a very good music video director, and it's his what. And so yeah, I was there with my dance company, and we did crazy stuff, and it's
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to
yes,
watch it
you have
when
to
it's
watch
out.
it.
Yep.
And
Well,
also
we're definitely going to watch it.
because it costed a lot, so you better watch it.
We will watch it. We will stream it, and we will promote it here on this channel. So definitely, you all do that. Please, please, and please go check out that video on July the 18th and stream it as many times as you possibly can.
I've seen the tease you put on Instagram, and it looks really cool. So I'm excited for it.
Great
I
look.
can't wait to see it. But we want to say thank you both for taking the time to join us for this. It's been such an amazing, fun experience talking to you guys. Like, I'm still geeked that we are sitting here with the both of you, because yeah, we love the both of you so much. But we thank you so much for joining us, and y'all are welcome to come back anytime.
Mhm.
Oh, we
Anytime
would
you
love
want.
to. We would love to.
Okay.
We would love to have you.
We'll hold you to that.
We
Yeah.
definitely
Yes.
will. We definitely will.
Anything else to plug while you're here?
Follow us on Instagram, on all social media platforms. Buy our merch. By the way, you brought up your new merch.
Yes, I got new merch. So just go to liamchocolate.love and you'll find my new merch. And
Okay.
I want to see one of the t-shirts.
I will buy one. I actually went to your website. I went to
Yeah.
your website and it said to reach out to you or email you to get the merch. So can you get it directly now?
Yes, now it's linked to an online store, so you can really get it. You have everything on there. I think 12 different products. So just have a look.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we will definitely do.
I will be buying it today.
We will definitely be doing that. Absolutely. Thank you so much again. We appreciate you. And thank you to everybody who is watching. We appreciate you. Go support. Check out Liam and Pandora. We really, really appreciate them. Hit the subscribe button. Do the follow things. Do all the things. Follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Join our Patreon. Follow our audio podcast links. Follow all the channels that we have. And don't forget to get our merch as well at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the
Buy
description
all
below.
of our merch.
Buy everybody's merch. Do that
Buy
indeed,
everybody's merch.
for sure. And we're on that note, we're gonna get out of here. So y'all have a good night. We're gonna leave. Y'all go watch another video. All right. Cheers,
Yeah.
y'all. Bye.
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 Cheers.